Hey guys, welcome to MTB Yum Yum. I've had a lot of requests to start doing some bike checks, so I thought I'd start with the bike I spend most of my time on, which is my road bike. It's a 2015 Cannondale Supersix Evo, Sram red build. It's a carbon frame, all Sram red components, 11 speed. I just love the way it feels. I've ridden some Ultegra and Durace road group sets, and I'd be happy with either, but I prefer the SRAM Red just a lot. It's just really clicky and cycles through the gears really quick. When I race, I ride a deep dish carbon wheel. Last year I rode Reynolds Assaults, which are good, but when it's raining or super windy, I just prefer to be on an aluminum brake surface. So most of the time I ride these Durace C24. They're still carbon, they're a carbon alloy mix, but they have an alloy rim braking surface. So just a little bit more stopping power, especially when it's raining out. It's a lot better. Depending on what I'm doing, I'll ride my mountain shoes and mountain pedals, some Crank Brothers egg beater pedals, but if I'm not riding those, I ride the Look Keo Max 2 Carbon pedals for road pedals. It has the Cannondale SI SL2 crankset, arguably one of the stiffest cranksets out there. And one thing that's unique about my bike, in fact, Parker, come in closer here if you can. So I ride a compact crankset, which is a 50-34 on the two chain rings. It's not great when you're out riding the flats all the time, but you know, for climbing, which is mostly what I do, it's really nice. And then I've swapped out the short cage SRAM Red derailleur for the long cage, which is a Y-Fly derailleur. And I've got that paired up to host a 1136 cassette. Which is really rare to see on a road bike, but it gives you incredible climbing ability. In fact, if you look over here, I ride a Stages power meter. So you just replace your non-drive side crank arm with the Stages crank arm, and it'll read your power to your Garmin. Or whatever computer you use. I use a Garmin. And so when I'm on my steepest climbs, the 36 tooth gives me the ability to spin at a higher cadence. You know, I can spin at 9,500 RPMs, even when the road's incredibly steep. So I really like that my bike's set up that way. I put my Garmin on this little SRAM out front doohickey. It's kind of nice to not clutter up my stem, and just, you know, puts it out in front of me where I'm at. And then I ride a fabric scoop flat saddle. It's just what my bum likes. I ride the same saddle on my mountain bikes also, so the Hightower has the same saddle. So that pretty much wraps up my road bike. Other reasons why I like riding my mountain pedals and my mountain shoes is, especially during the winter when I'm riding my trainer 2 or 3 times a week, walking around the house or whatever with road cleats on. I don't know, it's just a chore. And frankly, when I'm out riding with my buddies, if we get off and stop for a while or go to a gas station to get our water bottles filled up, it's just nice to not be walking around like a penguin with the road cleats on. So anyway, that's why I do it. The bike weighs almost 15 pounds. I think it's 14 pounds, 12 ounces as is. And then it gets just a little bit heavier when I put the deep dish Reynolds wheels on there. Geez, I think that about sums up. It's kind of set up for climbing. If I know I'm not going to be climbing a lot and I'm going to be doing like a long century race or something, I'll throw a different cassette on the back, like an 1128. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I ride, I guess I should tell you that I ride the Grand Prix 4000S tires like everybody else. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, guys.